clubhouse as well.
This is just past Soderstrom into right field, and Julio picks up a knock
From the Pirates.
There goes Victor. Julio skies this to left field. Lift up Julio! All the way up top. 5 innings in this one tonight, given the fact that your lineup put so many runs on the board. Julio into the corner. And wow, did he make the catch? It's dropped, and McKinstry can't find it. Julio is racing to third. Julio up the middle into center field, thanks to a home run. Julio cracks this deep the right opposite way. Julio is, let's see, it is. It's a home run, an opposite field.
On the other side, you think about this, we talked about how hard it is to hit a home run to that side.
Splits the left side for a base hit, and that moves, including an opposite field homer. On the button backhand, and it's not handled by Adames this time. That ball. Julio slugs this out to left field. This is cranked deep, and Julio, for the second time this series, goes deep in the first inning. On an 0-2. Shot on a line. Right field base hit. Solano in. Mastroboni on his way home. He scores. Julio into second base. Fly ball out towards the gap, left center field. Taveras can't get there. Crawford makes a turn at second. This rolls to the base of the wall. It gets past Taveras. Here comes JP on his way home. He scores. Julio a headlong slide.
Times 40 years. I said.
That's a tough play for Seager. He's got no throw. It's an infield base hit for him. What a guy. On a line to right field. And that's a lot better from Julio. Julio leading things off into center field for a base hit. Cincinnati, some day baseball. Julio goes after the first pitch and lashes this into right field for a base hit. The Mariners have the go-ahead run up. 2 outs, JP aboard. Ground ball up the middle, and it sneaks into center field for a base hit. JP is holding. Here is Julio. Julio drives this. A bolt out to left field, and it bangs off the wall. Julio into second base. He slides in with a double. That ball.
Yeah. People do the giveaways, get upset with me.
Jammed and fair just inside the line. Julio trying to stretch this for 2, and he'll get there as the ball kind of steps. Julio shoots this to the right side for a base hit. Some traffic in the first inning for the Mariners. There is a little bit of a subjective nature for the umpire. On the ground, it splits the left side. Dylan Moore races home. There's no throw to the plate. It's the 0-2. This is stabbed by Bregman on a dive. Fair ball thrown to first base. Safe. Julio beats his debut last year. Julio, first pitch. Goodbye. Off the foul pole. Julio, 2 outs. Goes after the first pitch. Ground ball sharply hit right side and through. Crawford is in to score. Mastroboni races home. Throw to second. Safe at second base. Jack Kohanowitz, a young right-handed pitcher, is on the mound. First pitch is hit firmly through the left side. Base hit. Julio is aboard right away. And a good 1 out, nobody on. 0-2. On the ground, Neto having a range. Tackles this in short left field. Got no play. Now Julio at the plate. He corks this out to center field. This is way back there for Paris, and it bangs off the wall. Full steam ahead. JP Crawford's coming home. Flying to the plate. He is saved.
Then it's different thinking. Not a boy.
Inside out to right field, base hit as Thomas is being held at third. In the game. To center, blasted back and gone. Julio starts off the month with a bang. For that man, Cal Raleigh. Ground ball deep in the hole to shortstop. Seager is there today. Throw is up the line, and pitches in 2 outs for Springs. Julio shoots this high towards the gap. Slicing towards right center. Ticketed for the berm. Home run, Julio. 2-1 to Julio. Hurts over towards the screen, readjusting, and that ball really came back, or he completely misplayed it. Polanco a lead. Line into left field for a base hit. Polanco into second base. The Texas teams, and then they've just been off and running ever since. Hard hit ground ball off the mound into center field for Julio. Julio broken bat, and it's right over Wilson's glove.
2-0, 2-1, 3-1.
On the ground through the right side. That ball hit very hard by Julio tonight, trailing by 2. Hit hard on a line. Varsho can't get there, and one hops him. Home runs and hardly a strikeout mixed in. On the ground, and this is able to skirt through into center field for a base hit.
Baseballs, 110, 115 off the bat.
Punched deep left center field, leaving the yard and gone. That was a tank there. Definitely has a little bit of a soccer vibe to it. This is on the ground. Mariners have done this a couple of times already. First pitch to Julio. Down the right field line, and a fair ball. It just sneaks fair. Tavares scores. Rivas races home.
You have to simplify things and just go out there and compete at a high level.
There's a little tapper, and that's going to be a tough play if it stays fair, and it is a fair ball. Pearl Jam. We're hearing all the Pearl Jam songs in between innings. Here's a liner through, a base hit past Cronenworth.
The 0-2. This is dumped into shallow right field. Base hit for Julio at 2 out. He gets jammed a little bit. A soft fly ball, shallow left center field. Base hit. Rivas scores.
Middle of the plate, jumps all over it. We saw that in spring training too from him.
Out to left field, clobbered deep and gone. Grand slam. Julio takes it deep and here's the 1-1. Well, this is hammered out to center field. Robert racing after it, and it's gone over the fence and right away. Not giving up a run. This is down the line and fair. It scoots into the corner. J.P. Crawford is on his horse. He's flying home. Here comes the throw. He is safe. He's been out ever since. Kind of a freak accident. Rolled over left side and through as Julio is aboard. Julio, who got things going that inning. He shoots this on a line into center field, and it drops in front of Myers. So 1-1. Broken bat. It's dropping in for a base hit left field. Cal Raleigh is pedaling to third. Altuve's throw is not nearly in time. Julio tiptoes into second.
As he goes into his windup, you try to look off to the side.
Fly ball left field, belted back, and Julio starts tonight with a 2-run home run. Here's Julio. Straightaway center field and shallow. This is going to be tricky, and it's botched. It was Garcia trying. Shoots this into right field for a base hit. Williamson is held at third. All right. This is through the left side for a base hit. 1-2. Hit hard through the left side for a base hit, and Cal Raleigh will bat.
Up above the strike zone like that. He only has one home run at the top of the zone.
That's a base hit for Julio Rodriguez. 70% of the time, depending on when you look at the stat, but it happens a lot. That is sliced up the middle. Diving play by Clemens.
Ground ball hopping up the middle, and it's booted. It's booted at second base. Big chopper over the mound. Henderson, not an easy play. Bare hand throw, and it's wide. Swinging bunt, Povich down to a knee to first, not in time. Soft fly ball, shallow center field, and it drops into no man's land for a base hit. Gorgeous Dana Point here in Southern California. Julio jammed a little bit, fights this off, dropping into shallow left center field, and it dunks in for a base hit.
That is what he's trying to do to you right here.
Fly ball cracked deep center field. Adele back, and it bangs off the wall. It stays in the yard. Here comes run robbery last night. And on the hands a little bit, able to fight it off, and he drops it into left field for a base hit. Polanco, a very aggressive turn. Shot almost picks off our second base umpire. Ground ball up the middle. Perdomo, 360 spin. It's not in time. Julio runs two.
We've seen him hit some monster home runs.
Julio into center field, greets Murillo with a base hit.
But he hits the ball so hard.
This one on the line. Good to see a pulled ball in the air from Julio.
And it has intentionally. Everything to the center. Everything to the center.
Line firmly into center field from Julio. Here comes Williamson on his way home. He scores standing. Things he has seen from the lineup as of late. Hit hard on the ground. Perdomo can't get to it. Nothing beginning the sixth. In the air out towards right center field, and this ball touches down base of the wall. Julio into second base. And
A little bit more and find those gaps.
This is pulled sharply down the line. Fair ball. Second extra base hit today for Julio. And this is line over Ramirez, and it rolls into the corner. Julio into second base as the doubles are
in the zone. You could just not try and do too much with it.
Julio. It's underneath the glove of Williams. A peek at Crawford. Now the 3-2. In the air, sounded like a broken bat dropping into that triangle. It's a base hit. Julio right back up the middle into center field. It's this hard the opposite way on the ground, and Julio is aboard with
50% of the time.
Crow Armstrong started left, going right. Now can't find it, and he drops another one. Julio will throw. Shallow center, Crow Armstrong can't get to it. Mastroboni has his right-hander. He's a giant. Julio rips this ball to left field, not coming back. Julio with a massive tank all the way to the second deck.
Right after the Twins tonight.
Julio plugs the gap in left center field. Mariners played a little add-on in the ninth inning. Canzone and Williamson both score. 2-2. Big chopper. Not an easy play with Julio's speed, and Correa will have to eat it. This ball chops deep in the hole at third. Young, a long high throw, and Julio is safe at first.
These guys know and have it down.
Hit hard and underneath Seager's glove. This rolls sharply as Carter's able to cut it off in front of the warning track. JP is into third. Through the right side for a base hit, and the table is set for Cal Raleigh.
You start pressing that button, I'd mess up pressing buttons.
This finds left field. Julio is aboard. Julio hits this hard on the ground past Seager. That was through the left side again. That ball was smoked at 109. So it's 0-2. Hit hard off the mound into center field. Julio 3 for 3.
Look at that opportunity. Third time through the lineup against.
Inside out, served right field. Young held. And
hit 100 last night. We saw that.
Hard hit, and it's off the glove of Garcia, and the Mariners take the lead. And my initial thought on that would be is this is pelted into the alleyway in right center field. Skims to the base of the wall. Extra bases for Julio, a man in scoring position for Cal. Lashed out to the gap in left center field, and it short hops the wall. Crawford is being waved in.
In the dugout today, this was your one shot at getting him throughout the series.
Pulled down the line, and that is fair. Now, Julio was kind of slowing down for a second, but doesn't matter.
His career, though, is how streaky he's been. Rodriguez puts a charge into this one. Way back to left. It is gone. A deep fly from Rodriguez.
RBI hit here today. Center field, and he's got a hit. See if Williamson will be waved on. He will be. The throw from Veerling is not going to be in time. This one open. The Tigers come back 3 in the 5th. 7-4, and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How did that one sound? Wow. Line drives. Well, I was going to say a single, but let's see what Julio wants to do. Yes, he will try for 2. The throw. August 23 versus the Royals. That one out to right field, and this one's got some carry, and that one reaches the seats. He just did it again. Back to back to back batters, and did not retire a single one. Julio rips one down the line. That's extra bases into the corner in left field. J.P. Crawford being waved from third. Green's throw not going to be in time.
Speaking of all-stars, Julio leading things off. He shoots this in the air out to right center field, dropping in for a base hit. And on the hands, a ground ball. Dubon circles it, only throws to first in time. Julio saying, I don't think so. 2 outs, 2 on for Julio. Big chopper up the middle. Dubon cannot get there. Here comes Garver around third base to score. Ground ball off of Mizorowski, and it goes all the way into foul territory. Here's Julio. Siegler was playing really far back, and because of that has no ground ball, and it finds a hole. Nice hit against him. Oh, this is cracked on a line out to left field.
And they are against bad teams. They're only 1 game over 500 against sub 500 teams.
This is really cranked down by the short wall and gone. A game-tying home run from Julio in the 5th inning. 3 home runs in his last 19 starts. Deep drive out to right field. On cue, home run, Julio! Julio clubs this deep out to left field, sailing way back and gone. Julio for the 2nd time. 3-2. Looked like he got in on him a little bit, but Julio fights it off. On a 3-1. Well, this is rifled out to left center field. Julio is going bonkers in LA. By the industry, by his peers. This is out towards the gap in right center field. Julio short hops the wall as he gets into second base. Big bouncer up the middle, and it sneaks into center field. Resod, which they did not end up doing. High fly ball carrying way back, and this is sailing on out of here. Julio, instant offense. Into right field, and it touches down, base hit, clinks up Garcia's glove. This game is tied as Julio stands up at second base. Julio cracks this high the opposite way. It is back in, it's gone! Julio!
Oh, surely, yeah.
On a line, that is smoked. 112 off the bat from Julio. 2-2. Hard hit grounder up the middle into center field. 109 off the bat from Julio.
I'm not going to say him by first name. We'll just say Volcano, David.
Into center field, Julio. Fly ball launched out to left field. They have hit another one. Julio's 21st. On the ground with some eyes into right field. Cal holds at second. Out to center field. Really tagged back there. Watch out, J-Run squad. Here it comes. Julio laces this down the line, and it just sneaks over the wall. An absolute tracer from Julio. Julio fights this off into shallow center, and it's a base hit.
pitches in an inning since 2017 for a Ray.
Barehand Caminero, and Julio is safe.
Mariners have won 7 in a row. Line right past the pitcher, Garcia. How in the world did that miss him? Pitch number 8. Well hit center field. Going back is Johnson to the 1-2 track, and this one is going to be off the fence. Julio heading for second. The ball bounces away from Johnson. Julio heading for third. Up with the ball is Carlson.
That's all it was going to take, but the Orioles answered back.
Lined up the middle in the left center field. A base hit for Julio. Well over 2 hours ago. Naylor lead at first. Drive into the gap in right center field. Jackson on the run, and this one is gone. Goodbye baseball. Hey, welcome back.
Included. There's a line drive left field. That's down and extra bases. Randy to third. He's being waved home. Julio in with a double. The throw.
And not being able to hang on to leads. Right now the Mariners up by 4, and a drive deep into right field. Soto going back, and this one is off the base of the fence. Kicks away from Soto. Cal Raleigh rounding third. He will score.
At some point, and just for them to experience this here in the States, it's just pretty surreal for all of them.
Carlos, thanks.
Carl, back to you.
All right, we're watching Julio Rodriguez jump on a Tuesday. Don't lose the love of the game of baseball from Julio Rodriguez. He swings, drives one to right. Soto puts his arm up. He's not going to get there. And the Mariners now have 2.
And all those young players. This is scalded down the line into the corner. It's a fair ball and short hops to the base of the fence. Another extra base hit. That's the ground ball, and Julio 2 for 2. Luzardo part of that. Fly ball left field. Marsh tracking, watching, and it's gone. Julio Rodriguez with a first inning home run. Ground ball, and this works its way through. Another base hit for Julio. He's 2
to kick off his career the first handful of years.
That's a fair ball off Julio's bat. 3-hit day for Julio. He's standing. 1-2. Flicked into shallow center field. Drops in. Base hit. Crawford scores.
Your origin story is absolutely fantastic, by the way.
Into right field for a base hit. Julio is aboard. And there it is. Julio with a base hit out to the gap. On the ground, right into right field. Cal Raleigh pushes into second. Into left field for a base hit. Julio aboard right away to begin. Scoops this into the air, shallow right field, and falling for a base hit. Cal Raleigh, it's now bobbled. Julio right back up the middle into center field. Rosarena makes the turn around third. A single it is. It's a run scoring base hit.
As great as the spin is.
This is laced. Almost picks off the second base umpire. Wow. This ball is clubbed out to the bleachers in left field and gone. Julio Rodriguez.
Got Tim with the sweeper last time. Let's see if he goes back to it this time.
This is dropping in for a base hit. It was the sweeper. And Mariner comes set. 3-2. Ground ball over the mound. Behind the back. Schneemann. Not in time. And the Mariners take the lead. Julio, a high, towering fly ball. And this game is tied. Back-to-back jacks. Julio sailing back to the wall, and it is over the fence for a home run. Wow, this ball launched left field, way back there. Julio, instant offense. Julio, a bolt to center field. Julio into the water. A splashdown in Atlanta and a 30-homer season. Ground ball into right field. Base hit.
And just brought it into this afternoon.
Message for Castillo, just keep throwing strikes?
Yeah, absolutely. Keep attacking the strike zone and putting up zeros is what we need to do right now.
And we appreciate the time. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
All right, again.
Chopping, third base, Gorman. And Gorman has no play. Line off the glove of Wynn. Rivas is in. Everybody else up a station. Julio dropping into center field for a base hit. Chopping off the base, and it works for the Mariners. They're racing after it as Cal Raleigh's into third, and Julio. Another 2-2. Line into center field. You could hear that. Man, that was. Fly ball, left field, and it short hops the wall. Crawford in. Rosarena right on his heels.
The stretch. Rodriguez, hot shot on one hop. Moncada field, skips it on 2 hops to first.
This is a fair ball, and it skims off the short wall. Cal Raleigh pedals into third. The Mariners in business. Julio out to the gap. This ball is to the base of the fence. Cal Raleigh is coming to third and being waved home. Play at the plate. Throw is up the line. This ball ripped into left field. Crawford is coming home. He'll score easily. Cal Raleigh into third base. Here is Julio. Infield about medium way and almost picks off Cal. He sidesteps it. Now Rosarena scores. Cal Raleigh is making his way home. 3 batters into the ball game. Nothing's impossible for Cal Raleigh, but this ball jammed him a little bit. Past India into right field, and Julio is second.
Maybe that was it.
Julio shoots this on a line into right field. Cal pedals into second base and holds. Fly ball, left field, take cover in the Crawford boxes. It is gone. Julio Rodriguez has put the Mariners on the.
And I'll tell you, too, to go along with Cal is the fact that
it's on the ground, but a base hit into right field.
58 home runs. A line shot here. How long can you leave?
Copy that upper deck.
Julio, a tag, left field. This ball gone.
Yep, that's the guy.
Inside out swing, Julio, base hit right field. Randy coming home. The throw to the plate, play at the plate, and out at home. On the ground through the right side for a base hit. Cal.
That they needed him to be. That's what AJ wanted.
Rodriguez into center field, backing his Meadows at the wall. Julio Rodriguez strikes first for Seattle. It's 1-0. Rosarena at third and Raleigh at first. Through the right side, this game is tied. Rodriguez, his second run driven in. It's a 2-0-1. On the ground, that's through, and the tying run is aboard for the Mariners. Line drive, down the line, that's a foul ball, and the Mariners take the lead. Julio Rodriguez has come up clutch yet again.
Took off, winning 17 of 18 in September at one point. That's a line drive base hit to right center field. Varsho's over to cut it off. Raleigh heads for third. Here's his 1-2. Rodriguez hooks one in the air, down the line. If it's fair, it's got a chance, and it's gone. Julio Rodriguez with a 3-run shot. Rodriguez drills the ball to left center field. Headed back there. Goodbye. Bieber's 2-2. Bouncing ball left side. This could be an infield hit. It will be. No try even from Barger. 6. 0 for his last 12. On the ground, and there's a hit to snap the skid. Into the corner. Extra bases for Julio Rodriguez to start game 7. And And now a 2-2 pitch. And a high drive to left center field. Lucas on the run. That ball's gone. Julio Rodriguez, in the biggest game of his life, is delivering. Doubles and scores in the first, homers in the third, and it's 2-1 Seattle.
Makes it easier jogging after you foul one off your shin.